This is the only strategy you will need to make money day trading. I wouldn't say only, but it's one of a billion. It's good. 70% win rate overall. You're looking at a good return if you do it right every time. I just did it twice, made $200 throughout both times I did it. And I only went for a 1 to 2 risk reward. I didn't go for a 1 to 6 or a 1 to 10. I went for a 1 to 2, which gave me $200 each time. First time was around 130, left me with 116 throughout fees. Next one I cashed out 220. We're sitting at a $315 profit for the day. But this is the strategy right here, boys. So first thing you're gonna want to do. This is optional, but I do it anyway. You go to the 1 hour time frame. You're gonna scale back just a little bit, and you're gonna mark out your zones. Okay. First zone you like to look for is a fair value gap. What is a fair value gap, you may ask? A fair value gap is strong buying power to the upside. As you can see right here, we have a long green candle, which is clarification of strong buying power. And then we got a lot of red, or a little bit of red coming in. Sellers aren't strong enough to take over buyers because we have a FVG. And then we mark that zone out because it's a fair value gap, meaning it's a strong buying zone. Okay, so once you identify that, you're gonna want to mark it out. Just mark out the body, the start of it. So I like to just take it over like that. And once you do that, these are now labeled support zones because it's a fair value gap and it's strong, like we mentioned. So it's become support. If you don't know what support means, you look at it like support. What does support do? It holds something up, right? So that's how we got to look at this. This is holding this up. This fair value gap is holding all this buying and selling up above price. The fair value gap started at 4,500 around there, but it's still holding price around 4,600. So we're still in the fair value gap green. Next thing you're going to want to do is call out your retracement levels. Well, the way to do that is to see where price start going down. Right here you can see we have a lower low. We want to mark that out, and then we start slowly, I'm gonna use the arrow just to show you guys better. We start slowly going towards the upside. We're going towards the upside, and as you can see, we're going to use another purple box to call out our retracement levels. Retracement levels are where price does a pullback. As you can see, we had a strong body towards the upside after our fair value gap. We had a couple green candles. And if you don't know how to read candlesticks, I'll get into that in a second. But once you label out these retracement levels where they pull back, you're going to want to do that every time you see it, simply because it's support and resistance. If you don't know what resistance means, you look at it like a ceiling. Okay, just look at it like a ceiling. It will make total sense. This is the ceiling over these candles, and price retraced back to our support zone. As you can see, it then comes to the main support zone because this support zone is strong enough to hold it up. So that's why resistance works as a ceiling and the bottom works as support. And as you can see, we have another retracement level. Price came back up, we had strong buying power, and then price shot right back down to this support level. Then price did it again, and this is another fair value gap. And if you actually take notes, you can see that every time you get a fair value gap and you call out the zone, price will come to your zone before it immediately shoots back up. And that's how a lot of profitable traders take profit, because they take those strategies. This is a strategy itself, but this isn't the strategy I'm trading. It's just good to actually call these out when you're trading. Okay, then we got another support level and so forth and so on. So what we do to actually get into the setup that I was trading on gold for these two wins, we're going to go to the 30-minute time frame, right? Once we're on the 30-minute time frame, we're going to put a key level at each high and each low of the last wick that was formed. So we're going to sit here and wait for this candle right here to form. Okay, and this is how you take your trades, brothers and sisters. This is how I take my trades, and this is how I'm up $300 on this day. This is just one day, okay? So we're going to wait. What the fuck? Alright, so I don't know what the fuck just happened. But we're basically just gonna wait for this candle to form. We're gonna wait for it to actually form. Like, we're sitting on the 30-minute time frame, and we're going to wait for this candle to fully form. Not for it to form and start going back up. We're gonna wait for this candle to actually create its form. Just how these candles are solid, we're gonna wait for this candle to become solid. Once this candle forms, we will mark out the lows of the candle and we will mark out the highs of the candlestick. And after that, we're going to move a little deeper into the next part of the strategy, okay? So let's just wait for this shit to form, bro. Let me play some fucking music, bro. Cause I fucking lost. I don't even care, but yeah. I didn't have to take that. I didn't mean to take that. I just lost $15 and my win rate went down because of it. So congrats NASDAQ for fucking putting me in a contract I didn't. So once this candlestick forms, we will go on to the next step, brothers. I said this like 3 times in this live already. You can scroll, you can do a little zoom in back if you want to actually just already know what I'm saying. But I didn't said this shit like 4 or 5 times, and we did it twice and it worked both times. So we're gonna do it again and see what happens. So we're just waiting for it to form. Once it forms, we will trace out the high and the low of the wick, or the candle itself.
I got this bitch on the side. I just been holding it down. I got a feed of the farm. I smoke that gas by the pound. I got this bitch on the side. I just been holding it down. I bought that bitch in the roller. I just been holding it down. I got some things on my mind. I gotta keep on count. I got them chains on my neck. My shit just look like a fountain. I gotta keep to the streets. I'm a crank it up right now. I'm so in tune with the streets. I'm turning it up right now.
Do you believe in me like I believe in you? What does that sound, bro? And one thing about trading, like, you don't always rush into the markets, bro. Like I mentioned on my story, you let the market come to you. You do not force a trade, or you do not rush the trade. The market will come to you, and that's why we're waiting. We're waiting for this candle to form. This is one of the reasons why I say we let the market come to us, because we don't always just jump in thinking, oh, it's gonna go up or down. That's gambling, bro. We're not gambling. That's what separates profitable traders from unprofitable fucking gamblers. So once this candle forms, we'll make our move. I'm so fucking mad they just made me into that NASDAQ shit, because my win rate is everything to me, bro. My win rate gets me paid, bro. You feel me? I had a 99% win rate on my last 2 accounts, and I was killing the game, bro. It wasn't 99%, but it was up there, bro. It was way better than this shit. My first account wasn't so good, but I still made it work, bro. Alright, so the candle formed, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to mark out the high with the blue trend line. Alright. Let's mark it out exactly at the top of the wick, and we're going to do the same for the bottom wick. We're going to mark it out. Alright. Once we do that, make sure it's at the exact level. As you can see, we marked out the high of the wick and the low of the wick. Once we do that, I can bring my support over as well. But once we do that, boys, we go to the 5-minute time frame, okay? Once you're in the 5-minute time frame, this is where you play the waiting game a little bit more. Bro, why do I hear myself? 5-minute time frame, this is where you play the waiting game a little bit more. Yo! Bro, why do I hear myself? What the fuck is going on? That's because I have this shit. What the fuck is going on? That's because I have this shit.